Hey y'all, I'm Lacey.
And I'm Daniel.
Today we'll be discussing what we think are the most asked questions and incorrect statements about Christianity.
Together we have come up with 4 questions and statements that we see the most.
The first statement is that religion is male-centered.
I would just like to say that God is often referred to as father. The Bible uses feminine metaphors such as comparing God to a mother.
The verse for that is Matthew 23:37. Journalism, thou that killest the prophets and stonest them which are sent unto thee, how often would I have gathered thy children together, even as a hen gathereth her chickens under her wings, and you would not.
The verse is Luke 13:8-10. A woman looking for a lost coin.
The core message of Christianity is humility. That is the opposite of pride, which contradicts being male-centered, that is a pursuit of power, dominance, and authority.
The core theology emphasizes that salvation, grace, and spiritual gifts are offered equally to men and women.
A lot of people like to state that Eve is an afterthought for Adam,
which is not true at all.
God intentionally created Eve to be the perfect companion for Adam,
because none of the animals were
suitable partners. Genesis 2:18. Then the Lord God said, it is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helper fit for him. I would just like to say that a helper is somebody who is right for you. Do not take that in a negative way, please.
Some women will misinterpret the word the word helper as
all that means
is she was created to
resolve
the not good situation of his loneliness. You're writing stuff.
Girl, you want to start writing? Oh my god, this is my writing, by the way. It's very messy, but we gotta hurry. Okay. There's this argument on TikTok of who sinned first, Eve or Adam. Then people started to play the blame game.
People also shamed the genders by saying 100 men
versus accountability,
and
100
women
versus accountability.
When it comes to telling about
talking,
girl, you cannot write about the forbidden fruit.
In the Bible, primarily responsibility for the eating of the forbidden fruit is assigned to Eve due to her deception, while theological responsibility for the fall of humanity is assigned to Adam. Oh, I just read your line. Anyways, the Bible holds both accountable for their personal choices to disobey God, emphasizing their individual actions rather than blaming the serpent entirely.
If you don't know what the serpent is, it is Satan. Genesis 2:16-17 is where the God tells Adam not to eat from the tree of knowledge before Eve was created. Then Genesis 3:2-3, Eve tells the serpent they cannot eat or touch the fruit.
And just saying, Eve, by her saying, we can't eat that, so she knew. So who does she know from? Adam. Here is one of the most asked questions.
If God is all powerful and good, why does he allow bad things to happen? I'm going to start off with free will of the humans. God allows humans to make choices which can result in harmful actions.
Purpose and growth. Trials can build character and deepen faith. Also, God can use difficult situations to bring about a greater, sometimes unseen good. Going back to the free will, let's say Danica made me mad and I decided to choke her out. Whose fault was that? It wasn't God's. Y'all like to blame God on everything, you know, that'd be my fault because I decided to go, boom. Anyways, but I would go to jail, so my free will would be taken away. Because, you know, there's consequences to your actions, and also God would punish me for that one too.
This?
Yeah.
Okay. Continuing why God allows bad things to happen.
This question is slightly different.
Why does God allow children to be born with cancer?
Oh, you continue.
The reason is that it is a result of the fall of mankind in the presence
of evil.
Of evil. Many Christians believe suffering is from the fall, and it is not directly targeted to individuals.
People often get mad at God when a child dies from cancer, so they blame it on God. And I'm just going to say this. My personal belief, if a child dies from cancer, it will be okay. Because first of all, that child is already suffering in much pain. Yes, it is very sad, but the child is now in a better place because all children go to heaven because they don't know the difference between good and bad.
Also, if you blame God for all of the bad things that happens in your life, then you pray that he will save you. Then he doesn't. That is your fault. My personal opinion, I could never save someone who trash talks me. So think of
how God feels. Why would God save you when you're saying that he's torturing you? Because I know you wouldn't want to do that. God doesn't want to do it either. Come on.
Being a Christian, we get questioned and shamed for cussing, committing the 7 deadly sins,
which we talked about in our last video, so go check it out.
And doing other things that are not godly.
Let me just say this, we are Christian, not Christ.
The phrase "I'm Christian, not Christ" is used to define the limitations, humanity, and identity of a believer in contrast to Jesus. We are not sinless or perfect like Jesus.
Okay. So we should not be held. Ethan. Okay, carry on. As we were trying to say was, so we should not be held to the standard of perfection. Yes, we get angry and take it out on others. We know that we shouldn't, but we are only ever human.
Not my fault. Yes, your fault.
Anyways, this is the end of the video. We hope that you guys enjoyed, and I hope we answered, the questions and re-identified the statements. That's Ethan and his little friend.
Hey, he's not little.
He's
very kind.
In questions, go check out our other videos.
See you, love you, bye.
Being a Christian, we get shamed for question.
Do it.
It is the perfect outro.
Yeah. Perfect.
Sure. 3, 2, 1.
Philippines 4:6-7. Do not be
Wrong
anxious.
one.